The time you came so reasonably to the relief of my wife, you may remember that I mentioned something to you concerning inoculation, and that I was apprehensive I might not be so fit a subject to venture on it with safety, as I was of a fuller constitution, a fact to which you then said was no objection to my going through it, but added that you made it a rule never to advise any one to be inoculated. Since that time, inoculation has been in the country practiced with so great success that it has in a manner determined me to venture on it with my youngest children this instance, as the specky pox has been for 2 years past, and still is very rife in town. I desire therefore you could send me such directions as you may think most proper to be observed by me both in the preparation and afterwards. At Exeter and Tiverton and in Cornwall, there have been several persons of different ages inoculated lately, and not one of them in any danger. In the Philosophical Transactions published this year, I found there have been 70 lately inoculated, and not one of them was in any danger, and 'tis said that but 3 out of 640 have been inoculated at the smallpox hospital have failed, and that 'twas very doubtful any one of these died through inoculation. If I find some differences in the manner of which the operation should be performed, as some make an incision with a lancet, over which they bind a docile dipped in infected matter, and others attach that the best method of doing it is by only nicking a small scratch with a needle, and then they take up so much matter on the point of the needle as will lie on it, and mix with the same drop of blood that follows the incision of the needle, as they say that the quantity of matter thrown into large rooms may possibly occasion the worst kind of the disorder. And some recommend keeping on the matter for a day or two, and others are removing it at 12 to 16 hours after it is put on. And some I find recommend cabbage leaves as the most proper dressing, and others use diaclyon plaster, and some think that it is safer to inoculate in the legs as the most deserving. You'll be pleased to be as particular as possible with regard to the manner that I should be practised in. I am sensible it must be a good deal of trouble to you to answer all the above particulars, but if you'll be pleased to do it in any particular, I shall esteem myself much obliged to you, and will not fail of making all due acknowledgments.